How's it going, everyone? My name is Azarus, and welcome back to some more Trillybox. Today we're going to be playing a relatively new Scratch mod called E.V.A.C.U.A.T.E. At least I think this is new. So very similar to Orin Ayo and the Breakthrough mod, this was also taken off of Scratch, but thankfully, someone reposted it, so we're going to be covering it. I'm glad I caught the repost, though, because I'm almost positive this one's going to get taken down, too. I guess it's how things go on Scratch. Either way, I hope everyone's been having a great Thanksgiving. I'm going to be going back home and having me a nice Thanksgiving dinner. Either way, dude, look at this. This is actually really cool. Like, this is like the whole main screen. It's like flashing red because like people are evacuating, and like very often you see some like monsters, I think. I thought I saw him. Oh, I mean, there's obviously that one. Yeah. There's like a flash of like something crazy. You see that? That's weird, right? Oh, and it looks like there's one bonus too. I'm actually really excited to see what this is about. Either way, there are documents. Should I go over them real quick? This is going to be like a 30-minute video if I go over these, but I guess we're going to jump into it. First off, we have T Tech 01 Tech P. The name was redacted. Age 23, gender male. The first experiment we performed. This was before the Brim Pharaoh. What? This was before the Brim Pharaoh outbreak destructing the laboratory. We injected some concentrated Pharaoh fluid into his arm. Slowly, his skin started melting off, and his flesh started bloating and burst, showing the Pharaoh goop under. Ugh. Disgusting. Two glowing eyes then appeared from the head, where the eye socket should be. He seemed to lose all of his memories. He wasn't aggressive though. He just grabbed the t-shirt that was on the table and just casually walked out of the room. Oh god, well, you can see his eyes and like the Pharaoh fluid kind of body. Okay, let's see the second one. Okay, this guy's name is Matthew. He's 26 years old. He's also male. He looks very interesting with the eyeball. Okay. Out of our staff members who unfortunately got infected by the Brim Pharaoh, I'm guessing that's another type of Pharaoh fluid, right? We just saw him around the corner screaming in agony as the top half of his head burst off, as tentacles sprouted out of his head and his back. Oh god. Then an eye grew out of the tip of the tentacle on his head. Okay, that's just messed up, bro. Well, I kind of feel bad for him. Moving on to, what, B3, I think? Okay. JK. This guy is 24 years old. Male, another unfortunate victim of Brim Pharaoh. He came rushing to the hospital facilities with some Brim Pharaoh on his forehead, shouting frantically that he had a splitting headache and probably needed to have urgent brain surgery. As we performed the surgery, the moment the scalpel pierced the skin of his forehead, his head immediately split open and began making an aggressive clicking noise. Interesting, that the clicking noise reminds me of something from a movie or a show. Either way, pretty crazy. It almost looks like the polo from the setbox versions with the eye. Moving on to the third one, Charles C, age 11. Damn. Charles was a funny and genuinely likable kid who went along with pretty much anybody he met. He had a passion for video games, especially retro classics like the original Super Mario Brothers and such. One day his mother brought him to work. She works at the laboratory. That's your first mistake. And unfortunately, when his mother and other staff were distracted by the recreation room drinking coffee, of all things, Charles caught sight of an NES and turned it on along with the TV. As he was staring at the TV, some Brim Pharaoh leaked onto the NES, taking on a pixelated appearance and tragically pounced onto him and tore his eyes out, quickly going inside his brain and appearing out of random spots on him, forming eyes. Alright, well, very interesting idea. God. Moving on to this dude. Name is Mason, age 35, male. One of our dear staff members. He was an experienced fighter and successfully defended himself from the Brim Pharaoh creatures before reaching the safe room. That's off to this dude. Can't get away that easily. Nice. Look at him. He's oh, okay. He has a little Brim Pharaoh on his mask and his pipe. We got name T-Tech 02 Tech K, age 37, gender male. The second experiments we performed, surprisingly, it went differently than the first one. His face began to gurgle, with his flesh writhing like worms underneath his skin. Abruptly, his face burst off in a large, deep red explosion. Ugh. What was left was a huge hole that leaked some Pharaoh goop. He left out a low humming noise right after. He immediately tried to consume one of the staff members next to him, who was paralyzed in shock. Jeez. With the said hole of his head. He was trying to eat him through the hole in his head? God. P.S. This was also before the Brim Pharaoh outbreak. Oh, interesting. Oh my god, what is that? Okay, name, redacted, Hunger. They call him Hunger. Age, unknown. Gender, unknown. We put a person infected with a small amount of Brim Pharaoh into isolation and left him for a day, or how long we wanted to leave him for. Okay. You see, we kind of forgot about them. And by the time we remembered and went to check back on them, the door was already bust open. We went in the room they were locked in and found dried blood stains around the broken door and plentiful around the floor of the room. The last time we saw him was when it was eating one of our staff members, or what was left of his pulverized carcass. The subject had pale skin with eyes, ears, lips, and nose torn off. Moving on. Okay, this one, there's no name, no age, no gender. So far, this entity doesn't pose that much of a threat, even though it didn't finish the word threat. It looks like his mouth is super wide open with an eye in the middle of it. Next, we got T-Tech03 Tech Echo, age 21, gender male. Our third... Echo. Stop. She actually scared me, bro. Our third experiment. This was after the Brim-Pharaoh outbreak. We used a small sample of the Brim-Pharaoh we made to infect this person. He began acting erratically as Brim-Pharaoh spewed from the syringe injection. We hid behind a table as the transformation occurred. Brim-Pharaoh kept spewing along with blood and brain matter. We peeked around the corner of the table. The transformation was done. He kept crying out, Brim-Pharaoh goop, and was trying to hide himself. Okay. His jaw was also altered, displaying another one of those Brim-Pharaoh eyes inside. This caused him to talk with his mouth open all the time. Name, portable alarm, version 1, model used for 10 years, gender, it's an alarm. One of our prototype alarm systems. We usually have one of these every 4 to 6 rooms, considering they're pretty loud for their size, so you'd hear it evenly between the rooms. Oh my god, this one looks like the dude from Orin Ayo, right? Name is Lilac. Maybe it's the same name, I don't know. Age 44, gender female. Neaster would be sad. Oh wait, it's a YouTuber, right? Lilac visited Pharaoh Labs once. She got a slight infection of Brim-Pharaoh and showed symptoms. By then, we knew not to mess with Brim-Pharaoh infectees. So, as she dropped her guitar, she was slinging on her back. Mason got it and stabbed it through her damn cranium. Alright. Blood was everywhere, but as time went on, her Brim-Pharaoh infection began worsening, and all the blood was slurped back up into her mouth as Brim-Pharaoh goop began siphoning the blood. Alright. We got Matthias, I think. I don't know how to pronounce that, I'll be honest. Age 57, gender male. Screw him. One of the doofuses from Pharaoh Tech that tried to snoop around our facility. Luckily, we infected him with some weakened Brim-Pharaoh, so he just looks ugly. Okay. We also rigged a grenade inside of his chest to explode when he steps in the approximate location of Pharaoh Tech, spewing his Brim-Pharaoh goop everywhere. Oh, alright. I'm curious to see what that one's gonna be like in this mod. We got a dude named Samuel, he's 32. Oh look, it's me. I just got infected by some Brim-Pharaoh. Now I'm just depressed. Not like I was any happier before. Well, I hope he's alright. Moving on. We got Ron, 18, male. He came running into the medical facilities because he was feeling extremely ill after coming into contact with some black gooey fluid. Well, I think by this point in time, we know what that is. So the doctors immediately tried to use our experimental treatment to try to cure him. Oh, that's your mistake. The doctor said that Ron would be okay. From that picture, I don't think he was. Ron was immediately calmed and happy at the fact, so he just sat down and let the doctor inject him with it. Seconds after, he kept describing how he felt funny. His skin was turning a reddish color as he worried. He started shouting at the doctor with rage, shouting, "I trusted you." Moments later, his head swelled and exploded. Brain matter flying, blood gushing, his carcass was writhing. Poor soul. That one's pretty messed up. Name? Who knows? Age? Who knows? What is that? I don't even... Okay, we don't know what this is. This was haunting us before the Brim-Pharaoh outbreak, and before it, we really tried to do much with Pharaoh fluid either. We just see it staring at us and then abruptly dissipating randomly throughout the lab. When we tried to record it, it just shows as a pixelated blur of some sorts, despite our crisp 360p cameras. Nice. 360p, huh? Dude named Victor, age unknown, gender unknown. A child liked drawing, and especially liked drawing his favorite fictional character he thought of himself. He also tended to act childish and didn't handle situations very well. He died one day after getting his head cracked in half on pavement by kids who bullied him at school. As a result, the boss always kept one of his drawings in his wallet. One day when the boss man was at Pharaoh Labs, he had one of his drawings of Victor. He accidentally dropped the paper into a puddle of Brim-Pharaoh. As the paper began getting soggy in the puddle, a tall figure emerged from it. As Bossman gasped, the figure then glitched back to the Victor. Alright, oh my god, that one is wild. Okay, his name is Jimothy, age 20. He was burnt alive in the fire caused by the Brim-Pharaoh outbreak. Last recorded audio, oh god, the pain, the agony, damn it, crap, my damn skin. Ah, oh. All right, yeah. I think you got the point. And then it just cut to him screaming like a broken radio. All right. Oh my god. Okay. Name is Puro. Very interesting. That actually looks really cool. I like the design on that. Not really that much different from him. What? I will cut your eyes in half and let them bleed out if you say smash. Right, I said it. We have Sarah Cliff, 48, female, a divorced mother of a single child who unfortunately got infected by Brimfarrow. She also got her voice box ripped out by an entity that had their mouth covering their face. Oh, like that one before that said it wasn't a threat. Once Bossman was sozzled once. He stabbed Sarah's eyes with an old siren, the wiring going into her brain. When she tried to scream in pain, she was surprised to be able to talk, though, with a distorted and louder sound. Okay. Interesting. Moving on. Typhon? Age started 2 days ago. Interesting. Okay. The catalyst of the Brimfarrow outbreak, the moment the chemical reaction started, it started small. But then it went into our supply of Brimfarrow and started adding to its mass. Unlike the other monsters who are made up from something produced by the Brimfarrow goop, this one is purely Brimfarrow. So that one's the big boy, the boss man of the Pharaoh fluid. Last but not least, we have a dude named John, 65 male. He's just chilling. He got a cig in his mouth backwards, of all things, okay. The owner, boss of Pharaoh Labs. Oh, wait, this is the owner? He caused the Brimfarrow outbreak by getting the idea to mix Pharaoh fluid with various chemicals and elements, resulting in him using Pharaoh fluid and brimstone. Well, you guys know how to make it now. This then started a chemical reaction resulting in making a Brimfarrow monster that then started raiding the lab and infecting everything in sight. Well, good job, man. Good job. Thanks for starting this. Either way, I think we are ready to get into the mod now, huh? Starting off with the first beat. Super nice beat. Super smooth. It was nice. I love the beats and the claps mixed into one polo. Gotta love it. Moving on to the second one, the tentacle with the eye. I already know all these now. I don't even have to guess. Let's hear it. Solid so far. I'm not gonna lie, these beats are kind of sounding pretty good. We're only on the second one though, so I can't get super excited yet. Moving on to the third one. I forget. Oh, that one's the head that's split open, right? Very cool. Very creepy. Moving on to the, this one's the pixelated one. The kid who was 11, I think, and was playing it with an NES. Is it shaking? Yeah, you see the icon? It's like shaking when I hold it over him. It's weird. That's about what I expected to hear from that. Super cool. I love that. I love that 8-bit sound. He's like Brimfarrow mixed with NES. Super, super cool. Moving on to the, I forget, cigarette? Oh, pipe. Solid beat. He's about to whoop someone's ass, isn't he? Moving on to the effects now. The distorted eyeball. I forget what that one was, but I guess we'll find out. This is the bass. Let's hear it. Such a very eerie bass. I love it. Yeah, that's a dude with the hole in his face that he tried to eat someone with it. All right, moving on to the teeth. I don't even... Okay. Yeah, that one's a little disturbing. I don't even know, what was that, like laughing or something? All right, moving on to the eyeball. Oh yeah, that's the mouth, right? The guy with the, all right, we'll see, yeah. Very interesting animation. It also has like an 8-bit kind of sound, doesn't it? It sounds cool. All right, moving on to the eyeballs. Solid, bro. Solid. That one's pretty dope. Moving on to the the siren, right? Got like an alarm with like a tune. Okay, you can jam out while you're trying to evacuate, as these people are right now. All right, moving on to the melodies. Let's see what we hear. This one is the guitar polo, right? That polo is messed up, man. Pretty interesting melody. Not bad, not bad. Moving on to the second melody, though. Screw you. Okay. Thanks. That one sounds like it should be the alarm, right? That one sounds like an alarm, too. That was the one who had like a bomb inside him, right? And it blows up if he steps into the Pharaoh Labs, right? All right, moving on to the third melody. I forget what that one is. I don't... Right? That's a depressed dude, yeah. Very depressing melody that goes along with the actual polo itself. All right, moving on to the syringe. It's here. I trusted you. Oh, whoa, that's cool when you hold it. Did any of them else do it? I don't think any of them else do it. All right, cool. Let's hear it. Yeah, that guy, that's a pretty messed up backstory for him. I trusted you, yeah. Moving on to the last melody here. Let's hear it. I forget what that one was. Wasn't that the pixelation one? At least I thought it was. Moving on to the voices. I'm curious to see if there's actually going to be voices in here. Let's hear it. Oh my god, look at that one. What? Dude, that one's cool. That one's really creepy. Okay. Yeah, that one's a kid drawing, right? That went into the Pharaoh fluid. Very weird. Moving on to the fire. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you see that? Hold up. Oh my god, look at it. That's cool, man. Oh my god. Dude, I love the detail for this mod. I love it. Sounds like radio distortion, almost. Moving on to this one. I forget what that one is. Oh, wait a minute. The guy who started it all isn't here. I guess he was just like an extra character. Like, he's not actually a part of it. Maybe he is. Moving on to this one. I really like that one's design. All right, moving on to the second to last voice here. That polo had her eye taken out by this one, right? I think by that one. Yeah, the one that said it wasn't a threat. Or at least I think. I guess replaced with a siren. Moving on to the last one. This one is the embodiment of the Brim Pharaoh. Pretty dope. Now, of course, you already know. Let's move on to the beats. solid beats. Pretty good. Again, I really like this 8-bit one. I think it really makes the beat even better. Moving on to the effects now, let's hear it. God, that one is just madness. Pretty creepy. Pretty damn creepy. Moved on to the melodies. Let's hear it. Super interesting melodies. Alright, interesting. Again, super creepy. Let's move on to the voices. Okay, yeah, that one just gave me nightmares. Well, I think you already know what's next. Let's, try and make a beat. Oh, right. Super interesting mod. To be honest, that one's pretty damn scary. Just like the ferrofluid idea. It's similar to the Orin Ayo one, which I really enjoyed. I just love the idea of these types of weird, creepy creatures that these polos turn into. And of course, having descriptions makes it all the creepier. Oh my god, I almost forgot. Let's go over the bonus. It's a hidden polo. That's cool. And it was the boss dude. Okay, well, oh, there he was. I didn't think he was going to be in the mod. I thought that was a bonus, but it's actually a polo. So, like, what are these for then? Can I just put him down? Huh? Oh, I think that unlocks him. Now I can just use him. In terms of animation and design for this mod, immaculate, bro. I love this horror aspect. I love the idea behind each of these polos, and like just the base, like the alarm going off, the eyeball in the back, the people running around, the fire. Yeah, there's like a little bit of fire in the back too. I think that is super cool. But I am curious to see what you guys think about it. What you guys think about this mod entirely. Either way, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I certainly did. I will see you guys in the next video.